On March 11 of 2003, three children were just horrendously murdered. They were decapitated. As the facts later revealed, they were stuffed in trash bags. Very, very horrible scene. So horrible that some of the most veteran police officers that went in there to this day still recall the incident and are still traumatized by what they saw.
By many accounts, this was considered as one of the most gruesome acts committed in recent memory. We spoke to a local resident who was 12 years old during the time and was close to the event.
I remember back then when this did happen, a lot of people here gathered out here. Everyone brought teddy bears. I remember I brought a lot of my toys, left them out here. There was a Virgin Mary, a lot of people out here praying for them.
Marcos says that at the time, he just wasn't quite able to understand what had just happened. However, he does remember the time when his mother took him to the funeral of the three children.
These were the first bodies that I had ever seen, and you could tell they were innocent, beautiful children, and they looked like they were just asleep. It's just if you actually paid attention, now I know that they had this little line on their neck where you could kind of tell they put makeup over it to make it look decent.
And he goes on, saying that the funeral was filled with attendees, much of which, like him, were not directly related to the children, but were shocked nonetheless. As time went on, more and more details about the case became public.
And now that I've read about it, was that the parents actually claim to have heard voices in their mind of the devil or any other type of negative vibes that told them to do this, so that's what they claimed.
It said that Rubio was known to consume drugs. Some accounts claim that he would consume drugs in front of his children. We spoke with a journalist that spent extensive time on the case. He comments on what he found regarding the parents' drug use.
They did use drugs, and in fact I saw one of the pictures, I think John Allen Rubio smoking a bong in front of one of the kids.
Many think that it was a drug use that caused the hallucinations. However, some suggest that the combination of factors came together for what is now considered a tragic fate.
You get a sense of a couple, who are barely making it, not even making it. I mean, they were desperate, if they just reached out for help, this all could have been prevented.
These are the words of a 13-year veteran journalist. He has worked extensively with this and many other crimes locally and in the international scene. Today, he is currently a reporter in San Antonio. How does this case compare to others he has worked on?
The John Allen Rubio and the Angela Camacho case is one of the most horrific cases I've ever covered in my 13 years as a journalist. It's the one that still haunts you. The case that you can't forget. It was a crime so terrible that it always shakes you to your very center of your being to think that a crime like that would be possible.
The incident took place over a decade ago, but what has happened since, and where are the parents today?
The case has gone up on appeals numerous times. Right now, the status is that it's still on appeal. And we hope, myself as a citizen of Cameron County, for a quick expedition of the appeal. I think that regardless of what your feelings on the death penalty are, if there is a case that merits the death penalty, I think this is a case.
From Brownsville, Alfredo Cuadros, KVEO News Center 23.